Hello, how are you doing today? Oh, I'm doing great. Why do you think you're here?
Here we are, people. A 20-year-old who has had countless opportunities, but is still barely making ends meet. Why are we here today? Is he making more excuses, or is he finally going to face the truth? Fasten your seatbelts because this courtroom drama is going to become really unpleasant. We're talking about probation violations, family failures, and a future that is in jeopardy. Let's see whether this youngster can stop causing himself any more problems.
Concern for criminal positive.
And what else?
That should be it.
Well, let me just tell you the report I'm receiving on you. All right, and this is what the probation officer is saying to me about you. And how old are you? All right, you're 20. Since obtaining the probationer's case, when they say probationer, they're talking about you. He has shown zero to very minimal effort regarding his probation. The probationer has had issues reporting on time, reporting for field visits, testing positive for cocaine and meth, and enrolling or providing proof of employment for any remaining court-ordered programs. The probationer and I have had several discussions regarding his actions and how or what we can do to get back on track, really stressing the small actions, such as simply calling this probation officer within 24 hours after an attempted field visit or taking accountability for his action. The probationer appears to continue to struggle to grasp the severity of his circumstances and what he can do to grow and move forward with his life, and the lessons he can learn on his probation path.
This 20-year-old who has been given every chance and still can't get it together has had 3 motions to revoke his probation. And the best part is that he still says, "I attended some classes, sure buddy, but attendance doesn't mean progress." You're playing a dangerous game with your future, and the clock's ticking down fast. The probation officer's report shows that the individual has not put in any effort, missed reports, and used drugs. He also has cocaine and meth.
That's the report that I have on you. The report tells me you are doing nothing. Zero. Nada. Why are you doing nothing on this probation in this court other than using drugs?
I have attended 2 of the 4 classes. We have had
No, they say you don't even call in.
when they come for a field visit.
Yeah, they say you're not doing the simplest of things. And what I can tell you is you've had 3 motions to revoke in this court. So, and I know that each time you came before me, I've told you that you're looking at up to 10 years in the prison. Deputy Laura, could you do me a favor? Could you place the handcuffs on him, please? Each time you come before me, I know I've told you you're looking at doing 10 years in prison. Obviously, your mother.
Judge Snapsrich is claiming to be working with his mother, but where's the evidence? The judge doesn't believe it, and neither should you. The defendant is unable to even get his act together at home, and now he's attempting to work with his mother. Sorry, buddy, that's not happening. You can hear the sound of the last lifeline being thrown. He's still attempting to grasp at it with one hand while carrying a drug test with the other. The court is sending him to ISF because his attitude needs a serious adjustment. This child needs a quick reality check, not simply probation.
Ms. Briard, I'm showing you what's entitled Court Admonishments. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it in all the appropriate places? In count 1, you're charged with the offense of fraudulent use or possession of identifying information, 5 items or more. That's a state jail felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes.
And if it's one in attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, that you would, Judge.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
That control of the plea bargain agreement allowed her to be released today for any type of work considered necessary for completion of probation.
All right. So how many children do you have? All right, excuse me. In this area, you all are blocking probation. She cannot hear, she cannot see.
I have 3 children.
All right. How old are your 3 other children?
They're 2, 3, and 5 months.
And where are they?
They're with their grandparents.
Let's talk about the real victims here. His kids are living with their grandmother because their father is unable to handle things. And why is it that a 3-year-old escapes the apartment in the middle of the night while everyone is asleep? This is the kind of neglect that doesn't just hurt the child. It's a ticking time bomb. The judge and the court can see it, and it's about time this guy realizes it too. CPS steps in, and all of a sudden, he's on a safety plan that is obviously not keeping anyone safe. He's using meth while raising kids. How is that even possible? He's a danger not only to himself, but also to those who are depending on him to get better. His actions aren't just affecting his future, they're destroying.
A couple of months, Judge.
Why?
I just had some things going on. I thought it was best for my mother-in-law has custody of my kids right now.
Why does she have custody?
Because I had
I'm sorry, you're gonna have to speak
I
up.
had a CPS case going on because my son got out of the apartment when everybody was sleeping early in the morning, and so
Is this the 5-month-old?
no, ma'am, this is a 3-year-old.
So you have a CPS case.
Yes, ma'am. It's currently about to be closed.
Oh, it's about to be closed?
Yes, ma'am.
So that means if it's about to be closed, that means, and your attorney does CPS work, right? So tell her what that means, counselor.
Judge, what happened was it turned out to be a safety plan, an investigation in which I met the safety placement, and she verified everything.
So,
If everything pans out, she knows it will be closed. If not, it could go legal.
and the reason why they do the safety plans means exactly what it says, safety plan.
Yes, ma'am.
So what's your drug of choice?
I don't do anything right now, but my wife's using methamphetamine, but I've been sober for quite a while now.
All right, how often were you using that?
Like maybe every week.
When's the last time you used meth?
Like 4 months.
All right, so that's probably why CPS was involved. When's the last time you had employment?
I was right before I was arrested.
Doing what?
I was doing home health care and working for a South different nurse.
All right, I can tell you right now, I don't allow people on probation here to be home health care providers. How far did you go in school?
To the 8th grade.
See, and this is nothing about you, but this is my problem with home health care providers. Home health care providing is turning into West telemarketing. They don't do background checks. They're just letting anybody come in. And maybe I'm wrong for saying this, but they're looking at the bottom line, the dollar line. So I'm being told that they're letting somebody with an 8th grade education who has meth issues, who has 3 children that she doesn't even have custody for them, work as a home health care provider. Thank you, home health care provider people. So that is why I don't let people work as home health care provider. Now, maybe once you get your life together, maybe that will be a good fit for you, but I'm not.
The judge says, "Sure, buddy, but a self-help book won't fix what's broken in your life. You can't build a future on broken promises and half-hearted attempts." And to top it all off, he says, "No more home health care jobs for you." I mean, who in their right mind would trust a meth-addicted, barely educated, absentee parent with someone's life? The judge gives him the hard truth. He's not just unfit for probation, he's unfit for this job. He's failing society in addition to failing Himself right now, he's failing. And I understand that it's more about survival than education.
You only have your 8th grade education.
I just never furthered my education, but I am actually just before I got arrested, got some GD books from the library, so I am trying to pursue my GD.
Okay. So what are you planning on doing with your rest of your life? What are your hopes, your dreams?
Well, after I get my GD, I want to be a cosmetologist.
Okay. Hey, that's doable. But I will tell you this, anything that requires a license, when you have convictions, before you start spending all that money to do it, you need to find out from the state, wherever you're going to be licensed, if that's going to be a hindrance to you. Not saying that it will stop you, but it may cause complications. All right, counsel, is there anything else?
Oh, yeah.
All right, this is what the court is going to do. The court is going to sentence you to 2 years in the state jail facility, suspended and probated for 4 years. There's a $500 fine that will be probated. There's to be 200 hours of community service restitution. I'm going to ask for parenting classes, probation, whatever parenting classes you deem will be appropriate for her. Obviously, it needs to be intensive, because for them to say that the children are to remain where they remain, that means that she didn't do any. So I'm going to want intensive. There's to be restitution and no contact with Juan Palomino. There's to be no unsupervised contact.
This is his final chance, and it's not even close to a free pass. The verdict now calls for 2 years in prison, suspended for 4 years of probation, parenting programs, drug testing, and employment restrictions. The issue still stands, Will. He'd finally take these opportunities seriously. His future is up to him now. He can either walk away from this as a change agent, or he can drag everyone, including his kids, back into the chaos. The consequences aren't just legal, they're personal. At what point does he stop wasting everyone's time? He has a roadmap laid out for him that includes community service, restitution, and a long list of terms to follow.
Is there anything else she needs? Yes. All right, is there anything else you need from the court in order to be successful?
But she'd like to know how long she would be waiting for that evaluation, since you ordered it in custody.
Yes, up to 2 weeks. All right, I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it, and did you sign it? All right, because this is a plea bargaining agreement, because I followed your plea bargaining agreement, because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? All right, so here's the thing. Those 3 children, those are your children. It's not the grandparents' child. The grandparents are just supposed to be grandparents to children. They're not supposed to be raising more children, which is raising your children. You cannot have children and then tell them to go to Travis Park and say, you're on your own. And there is no reason a child should be able to get out of your house and you not know about it, and they're that age. So many things could have happened to your child when they got out of the house. Could have been hit by a car. And guess what? People can't see children that age because they're tiny and they're small. Somebody could have picked them up. And guess what? There's a reason we have indecency with a child cases in this court. Anything could have happened to your child. And when you're using drugs and you're pregnant, whatever you're using, your child is using too. So if you don't think a baby should be smoking a cigarette, you shouldn't be smoking a cigarette, because guess what? When you're carrying a child and you're smoking a cigarette, your baby's smoking a cigarette. If you don't think a child should be doing alcohol, when you're drinking alcohol, your baby's drinking alcohol. You're going to have to start making better choices. You understand? Good luck to you.
The bottom line, people, is that every day is a decision. This child has been given numerous opportunities to change his behavior, but his path has been filled with poor choices, and now his future is in limbo. The judge has spoken, and now it is up to him to decide whether he will rise above the situation or fall into the same hole he has dug for himself. The system has done its part, but the question is whether he will use his remaining time wisely or whether he is ready to put out the fire. Let's see if he wakes up before it's too late.